What's up, guys? Welcome to yet another episode of LA Sparks Weekly. With yours truly, Michael Matthew, and the one and only DJ Tracy Treese. We are here as the Sparks have a big matchup.
Yeah.
Even though they're shorthanded, they're going to be tough. The defending champion, New York Liberty, are here in Los Angeles to be playing at the crypto.comarena.
Yep.
DJ, how excited are you from this one tonight? Because they kind of owe us after we done stole one in New York, so it's gonna be a good one.
No. They don't owe us. They're gonna lose again. I love it when your team is beat up.
Hey,
People have
facts.
been beating up on us for 3 years, so I do not feel bad for the New York Liberty
At all.
They defending champions. They just got a ring. They deserve a couple losses. They need to be humbled a little bit.
Yep.
They got some people who out. They can afford a road game loss.
Yep.
We can't afford a road game loss.
No, at all.
So we need to apply pressure. I would say beat them by an inch or a mile. I would take a blowout. I'll take a 2-point overtime, anything. But this is a big game for us.
But I'm very excited from what I saw from this team. Just to kind of take it back to the previous game, They pick up a big win at home versus the Seattle Storm.
Huge win.
No,
Wait a
huge
minute.
win.
This was huge, y'all.
Huge win because I was very disappointed Saturday night when it was a big game versus Valkyrie to try to get that to even up the tiebreaker, and they couldn't make it happen. It was like, oh no. The thoughts was maybe when they see Seattle, they're gonna take a step back and they're gonna lose. And it started slow.
Yeah.
You know, it was scary, but
And then
they
they
found
picked it
a
up.
way to pick up this win.
Yeah, against a very good Seattle.
Really
Really
good.
locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Well coached. Cardio like crazy.
Slim showed up.
Slim
hooping.
showed up. NECA, we got a ex-Spark legend on the court. So
facts.
those version of the Sparks really did a good job putting the pedal to the metal and just showing them that we weren't going to give up that home court. We're going to protect home court, and we're going to get some wins. Now, the Valkyrie loss was a little bit disappointing, but it doesn't throw us off of the playoff
At
picture.
all, nope.
A lot of people are downtrodden and saying that if we can't beat them, we can't get past the playoffs, and that's just not true.
Yeah.
That bottom is very loaded. We got the Washington Mystics, we got the Sparks, and we got the Valkyries all battling for that spot. So we're all about a half a game away from each other. Anything can happen. It's anybody's game. So this game against New York, we pick this up, we can go on a fire roll.
Hey, it's a big game because, you know, you match up with Dallas next, another team that if they play their game, you expect them to take care of business. But, man.
I don't know. Paige Beckers is dropping 30.
No, but the Sparks got several players that can go and drop 20 and play some good defense. But I was just very excited because after that loss, they could have had their heads down, could have been disappointed, but they bounced back, picked up this win. That's what gets me excited about tonight because not only are the Liberty shorthanded, the Sparks are feeling good about themselves, picking up that late game victory. Sometimes a win like that is much better than a blowout win because a blowout win could just be, hey, we made everything tonight, or the other team didn't make anything. But that game, they had to fight. It looked like a playoff game.
And the crowd was going crazy, y'all. Everybody was sitting down when the foul happened. Everybody went crazy. That L one was great. So it was a good moment for De'Erica Hamby as well, right? She's been holding us down when we weren't winning. She's been doing her thing and being consistent and putting up numbers when nobody was looking. So it feels so good.
Contact.
Emergency contact, got that shot at the and then didn't even come to the press conference. My girl said, "I'm out.
I'm out of here.
Drop mic. Let's go to the weekend."
I guess we'll never know. People ask if I'll make this game winner. Guess they never know because she knocked it down. So shout out to the Sparks who sit right now. They're a half game out of the 8th spot. They are 1 game out of the 7th spot. And they are actually only 2.5 games out of the 6th spot. So our 5th spot. So the Sparks can make some noise if they can get off another run. Another. Say they win 5 straight games. They are going to be shooting up these standings. And we've been saying it. You know, we've been talking about it that they're a team that you don't want to see. If they get into the playoffs hot, they got everything.
You just don't know.
Yeah, they have everything.
Just don't know. It could be a game where it's a blowout. And if you're discarding and just saying like the Sparks aren't handed. But the same thing goes for the lower teams. The Connecticut Sun, you cannot count them out, y'all.
Every game is tough.
Every game is tough. As well as like maybe we can count out the Chicago Sky. But the Washington Mystics, you can't count out the Washington Mystics. I was just watching them. Kiki Iriafen, Sonia Citron, they still they just combined for over 50 points. And these women just got in the WNBA. So you're talking about
they got a bright future.
Bright future, the playoff push. No Slim. Imagine losing all your vets.
And still. That's why their rookies are playing so well that they like, we can lose some vets and think towards the future because they are so talented and playing well now that we can make some things happen. Yeah. But with the Sparks' last win, right, you saw Cameron Brink continue to play well. 14 points, 5 rebounds. Of course, she's going to pick up a block or two. But I think they kind of found out a role for her offensively, and she kind of found out a role for herself to where I'm going to set these screens, I'm going to pop and knock them down.
Knock that down,
or if you expected that, then I can
shoot that three.
Flash to the basket, get the layup. So just talk about what we've seen from Cameron Brink, especially this last game.
I think what we've seen from Cameron Brink is exactly what they said would happen with Cameron Brink. It's one of those unintended consequences. She got injured. That means she had to be stationary and practice that three-point shot over and over and over again. So we didn't even know that Cameron Brink was coming back and shooting threes like she been shooting. Exactly. We knew she was coming back and giving us blocks. We knew Cameron Brink was coming back and playing awesome defense. We did not know that she was going to be knocking down that three ball like that. So that's one of those things that she is a pro's pro, and has been practicing things that we didn't even know would be a great benefit. But she didn't have her legs. She practiced just shooting, and now she got that quick shot. Man, it's nice.
She was 2 for 2 from 3 in the win versus the Storm. Made both of her free throws. And coach said it. Hey, Lynn Roberts was like, hey, she was hurt. All she could do is shoot.
And stand up. That's it.
She's somebody, her shooting form looks really solid to where, you know, as she gets stronger, the more she shoot, that you would believe that she can make them. And she's starting to do it.
I mean, at 7 feet, you that tall. Who blocking you? Who blocking your shot?
And then you got to respect the other players around, so it's tough to do. But that win was really impressive because I've been saying it all season long. I think Rakia is truly an X factor for the Sparks. When she plays great, they are nearly like, they're so tough to beat.
For sure.
Because you expect emergency contact, De'Erica Hamby, to play well. You expect Azurá Stevens to be solid as well. And then KP is going to give you 15 to 25 points. But they were able to win with Rakia only scoring 9 points. You know, so that was an impressive feat. But I just like the fact that they're finally protecting home.
I love it.
And smacking teams up. So talk to me about them doing exactly that. Because we be coming to these games wanting to see Dub. You winning on the road, great. But the fans here want to see wins in LA, and they've been doing it. So, DJ, talk to me about it.
Man, there's nothing better than the atmosphere inside of the crypto.com.arena, formerly the Staples Center. LA fans show out like none other. You hit an air ball, the whole arena's like, whoa. So it's a great basketball. Like, if you're a basketball fan, you want to watch some competitive hoops. That's what we've been seeing the Sparks do. We want to see them stay in the fight. We want to see that energy. We want to see those and ones. We want to see a player flying into the stands trying to get the ball. You know what I mean? So the players have done an exceptional job of stepping up to the plate and just answering the call, because Coach Lynn is saying, hey, we want to play fast-paced basketball. We want to play great defense, and we want to keep the fans entertained. LA Sparks basketball is back. It's not something that we even had to say. We didn't prompt De'Erica. She was in that press conference, and she said, listen, she looked at me, she said, LA Sparks basketball is back. And De'Erica said that to me.
Hey, and that's what we love to hear here with LA Sparks Weekly. But I'm excited what they're doing at home. 3 straight wins at home with this big one tonight. So it's going to be cool and fun to see this game tonight. I've really been liking what they've been doing as far as the lead guards sharing that basketball. You know what I'm saying? Earlier in the season, it was a lot of dead ball basketball. It was a lot of dribbling. KP trying to
ISO
1 on 5. A little too much of it. Last game, you see 7 assists for KP, 8 assists for Julie Alamon. The game before that, Julie Alamon triple-double. So I want you to talk with me about just the way that ball is moving, because they scored. I'm looking at their last few games: 108, 100, 102, 94 points. Just that ball movement is leading to more productive offense, and that's why I think they've been able to win these games.
Same. So when we talk about running it up, we just gonna call it running it up. These are 100-point games. We just running it up because you got players like Julie Van Loo, right? Lou comes out, we passing the ball. When you sharing it, she don't even got to put the ball on the ground. My girl is not even dribbling. I didn't even know she was going to shoot a couple of them shots. She shoot that 3 ball so fast. But if you swinging that ball back and forth, it makes you really hard to defend, especially if you're protecting the ball. You're really creating more offense for yourself, and you can score faster. You can take it out the net and go complete. We've got so many fast breaks in transition just off playing great defense and passing the ball and sharing it a little bit more. Now, I will say, there have been some moments where we sharing too much. Okay. If you are within 5 to 10 feet of the rim, don't pass that ball.
I think I'd rather see that, like oversharing, than when people are going to the basket. It's 4 people and you throwing up a wild shot.
That's facts.
It shows you that they're willing to share the ball, and it just shows you that these guys, like these ladies, like each other, because we done been around for a couple years with this team, and they was not rocking with each other. The energy wasn't as great as you see it. And sometimes it would show on the basketball court because that ball wouldn't move. Now, guys, like you said, they're at the rim. Or you could go get a layup. No, I see Azrae over for a 3. Let me get her 3 points.
And you better than me, because if I was at the LA Fitness and I was underneath the rim, you best believe I'm taking that thing up and I'm going to get that foul. But I do like the fact that
we got Jonquel Jones, of course, our dedicated follower online.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? Sparks have been hot lately. Not that far from the playoffs, and that's the spark culture we've been waiting for.
Okay.
There you go.
Shout out to our guy, producer Jeff. But it's not Kahari Jones, who's a fellow journalist. Like ourselves, but Shakari Jones.
Yeah.
So shout out to her, and man, the Sparks are hooping.
They hooping.
This
is all we can ask for. Competing. Listen, we're not asking for perfect basketball ever, right? As a fan, you want to come into the game. You want to see your team compete at a high level. You want to have a great game day experience, which the Sparks have really stepped it up. They got that nice little VIP lounge on the side. We got different food in there. They got new merch that's also in the store.
The celeb
showing up. Sparky had that little bit of fall, but Sparky
in Los Angeles, California, South Central to be exact. LA, when it comes to sports teams, they like to support winners. You can be the Lakers, the Dodgers. If you stink, people going to not show up as much, you know. But once you start winning, that word gets around. People are like, hey, man, y'all hear about the Sparks? They done won, 9 of the last 11, 10 of the last 12. They playing some good basketball. It gets people in Los Angeles to show up because I'm going to say it. We're a front-running city. We like to only support people that's doing well. We ain't really trying to.
I would say number 2 sports market. Number 2, for sure.
No,
only because.
What's number 1?
I would say New York.
Man,
but the population
they ain't got no winning out there.
They don't got no
enough winning to say that.
They fans so delusional, they just come. That's the only reason I say is they gonna spend that bread.
New York Knicks fans.
Yep.
Dallas Cowboy fans.
Crazy.
Are the most delusional fans in the world.
Don't have a chance of winning.
Here in LA, we keep it real. If you stink, people ain't gonna show up. You ain't worth our time.
And I also will say LA's teams usually always have a chance of winning.
Yeah.
We're not a market that you come to. If you see KP, she had a solid spot in the Aces.
I'm coming.
I want to be in Hollywood. I want to be a leader. I want to see if I am that girl. I want to be point number 1, and that's what she did. And Plum Dog is leading the team right now in scoring and in assists.
Doing her thing as the Sparks are doing their thing. Once again, LA Sparks Weekly, we are here. Emmy Square Pizza, LA Live. If you outside and you ain't got nothing to do, come pull up Emmy Square Pizza. We are here. Great pizza. Yep. They got brews if you like your little beer.
Santa Monica Brewer
is here. So pull up 11th and Figueroa. That's where it's located, right next to the crypto.comarena. Yep. So maybe you are somebody that's tapping in and you're waiting outside of the building and you want to come walk over. Come
on over.
We are here.
Also, if you at home putting your clothes on, you late. Hurry up.
Late.
Come on over to the tailgate. Put your clothes on.
We got it going.
But you ain't going to be late to the game. We got to tell them to come on in. We got the fans coming in and y'all right on time. That's right.
Hey, what's up, homie? How you doing? So we got people tapping in, man. Showing love here, LA Live, Figueroa on 11th, Emmy Square Pizza, the LA Sparks tailgate. sponsored by, or led by Infinity TV. So, man, we thank you guys for tuning in with us.
Let's talk real quick, Michael, about three-pointers. Okay, we got Sabrina Ionescu coming into the building. The only woman that shot against Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Okay.
She gonna get him up.
She gonna light him. I mean, with 8 people only being on the court, I think she just gonna shoot from half court. She gonna bring the ball up and then just pass it to herself.
She's gonna get him up. But speaking of three-point shooting, I think that the Sparks have grown so much, and that has kind of helped them offensively.
Yeah.
Because Rakia is making her three-point shots for the most part. KP, we know what she do from three. The Julies are now knocking them down. As Ray has been making them all season long. Now you add Cameron Brink. That's 2 bigs that can knock down the 3-ball. That shot is becoming a true weapon. And I didn't even mention Ray Burrell, who can do it. De'Erica Hamby as well. Like, they have a roster full of every player that get on that court can shoot and make an open 3. So that brings a different type of challenge to these defenses, because it's like, who do we leave, who do we give space to?
Well, let's also talk about the further challenge, because these women that are shooting these three-pointers that you're talking about are also much taller than their counterparts. Yeah. So if we got women who are 6 feet, 6'8", you know what I mean, 7 feet tall, Cameron Brink shooting a three-pointer. Yeah. So that's a different kind of threat. If she can shoot the 3, or she can take you off the dribble and go up, or if she's right under the basket and she's getting a second chance point. So though the New York Liberty can shoot that 3-ball, the Sparks got the 3. We can beat you off the dribble. Cameron Brink might dunk. I don't know. I ain't never seen her do it, but who knows? You 7 feet.
I'm only disappointed about one thing tonight when it comes to speaking of this game. That it ain't on ESPN, man. This should have been the primetime game.
TV.
LA versus New York. The Sparks versus the defending champions. After they had such a great game that led to a buzzer beater for Rakia. This game should have been on ESPN, WNBA. Yeah. I know we like the Fever. I know, Paige Beckers and the Wings, but this should have been the game.
Well, here's the thing. They scheduled all these games thinking Kaylin was playing.
No, yeah, fact.
Now we got all these.
Adjust. Make them flexible.
ESPN losses for the Indiana Fever.
Man, make them flexible, but it's going to be on NBA TV.
Yeah.
But I would have loved for people that don't have NBA TV to be able to check out what the Spark team is looking like, because they are playing some incredible basketball, finding ways to win, especially at home. But man,
you know what? Shouts out to ESPN for showing love. Rakia on that at the end when she hit that point.
Oh yeah.
And they had the meme with her and Dominique Malunga.
Oh yeah.
That was the perfect sports moment, because at the beginning of the season, fans, if you weren't there, Rakia Jackson commented about Dominique Malunga. Spark fans.
Shout out to we have one.
We got a Liberty fan too. That's okay, girl.
Okay.
Rep the squad.
We support the entire W. Here at the Sparks tailgate. But yeah, it's gonna be a big one tonight.
Wait. Let me hold on. Let me finish the story.
Okay.
So Rakia on Dominique Malunga's when she got drafted, because Dominique Malunga is from France, she can dunk. Rakia tweeted and said, "Lord, please don't let me be the first WNBA player to get dunked on." So that meme, when Rakia hit that shot and Dominique Malunga was like, "Oh my God," it was all over ESPN. So shouts out to whoever running their social media. That was the meme. Rakia shared it. I shared it. It was wonderful.
So shout out to the Sparks. Liberty tonight going to be a great game. Once again, the Liberty coming a little short-handed. No Isabella Harrison, she's out. No Brianna Stewart, she's
we got our women's basketball friends here.
Yeah, so shout out to all of the Sparks fans.
Yeah, walking around early.
We'll come look for you guys.
Sparks fans.
Spark fans are out and about. Once again, we are here at Emmy Square Pizza, Fig and 11th, where we're seeing everybody walking over, getting to the game, piling in. So maybe you can't make it to the game. You can come get you some pizza. Yep. They're gonna have the game on the TVs here.
And another thing,
check them out.
Y'all been DMing us asking when we're doing this. You have to follow us. You gotta follow. You never know what we gonna pop up. We was at the beach. Man. We done been to Long Beach, Venice. Now we over here on Figueroa at Emmy Square. You gotta hit us up on social media so you know where we are next, because we giving away tickets.
We like Carmen Sandiego. For those who remember, Carmen Sandiego. Instead of wearing red,
we gotta get that a shirt, Dewan. We need some Carmen Sandiego LA Sparks Weekly.
Purple and gold, man.
Purple and gold.
But the Sparks are looking to pick up their fourth straight victory here at home. They're 6-9 at home so far, playing much better basketball.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but they struggle early on, at home. That it was like they rather play on the road. But I like the fact that coach said, "Hey, We want to treat these games like they're road games.
Like they
helps.
And De'Erica said, y'all really want to know the truth? Yeah. We just pretend we ain't at home.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So you got to do what you got to do. But to start the show, the fans were able to hear Coach Lynn Roberts in the pregame presser, and she talked about just the efficiency that they're getting offensively. I was able to ask her a question about the personality and character, because at my time coaching the little hoop, people would say, hey, you coach so hard, your team plays the same way. It's a great thing to see. Yeah. It's the same thing you see with this Sparks team. Like when you look at Coach Lynn Roberts, she coaches really hard and feisty, but then she's real cool, calm, and collected, laid back as well. And you see the same thing for the team. They play hard, but at the big moments, they're starting to be like very calm and making the right plays. What's your thoughts on what she talked about that? Because she said, hey, do you know me? How long you been knowing me?
Hey, Coach Lynn has always been the vibe. But you know what? She is like probably one of the first people before the whole social media meme of the girl standing in them 6-inch heels. Coach Lynn be in 6-inch heels in a deep squat on the side of the court. There's not much more poise than that. What's up, Jeff?
We've
got a comment. Got a comment.
Yep. Zakari is saying, and I actually have a thought on this as well. Do y'all think that the Sparks can get past the first round with no home court advantage? It's hard to win on the road. Personally, they played better on the road. Exactly. They played better on the road.
Yeah, much better on the road.
And to be honest, that 8th seed is not desirable. Like, we're probably going to be a first-round exit. But that wasn't – the goal wasn't to win the playoffs. The goal was to get in. But if we get to the 7th seed, then we good.
7, and they get to 6.
That 8th seed is rough. Everybody who in that 8th seed is losing unless you got a Cinderella story.
Yeah, because Minnesota is going
you about to get stomped by the Minnesota Lynx with no feet.
But we're not thinking about the playoffs. It's a step at a time.
We're thinking about getting there, though, so we like where you thinking. Keep commenting about the playoffs. We want to hear your predictions, but we really just wanted to make it there.
That's like Coach Roberts. She's like, I don't look too far ahead. I know that we play Dallas next, but I just like to stay in the moment, and that's been helping them. But
shout out to all the kids on the bike.
Bikers. Hey! Let me see a Willie. Let me see a Willie. Let me see a Willie.
Hey! Shout out to all the kids hanging out on Fig riding these bikes constantly. I used to live over here, so they be out here.
If you haven't been over here, is that Raegan Peely over there? We got the Sparks GM
about to pull up on
here.
Us, this is a great
okay, we got the Willies going on. Shout out to you guys for tapping in with us.
Bring your friends back, kids. I know it's about 50 of y'all riding around.
Bring everybody, man. Thank you. Hey. GM Raegan Peely.
We got the GM.
Can we get you in? Can we get you to join us for a little bit?
You want to come through?
We got the GM here.
Kids, act right. We got somebody important over here. Welcome to the show, Raegan. How y'all doing?
I'm spending my 50th birthday with y'all.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Leo. Happy birthday. So we got to talk about it, because this team, you know, you've been telling us since last season, hey, we're going to figure some things out. Once some pieces fall into place, we're going to start to put it together. And the team is doing exactly that. Just for you being the person who orchestrated this, you know, bringing in Coach Lynn Roberts and fitting the pieces. Because right now, the puzzle, it looks like, hey, these pieces all fit there. Just what's your thoughts on what you've seen from the team on the hot play so far?
Well, first of all, you guys are like spreading the word incredibly. Thank you for everything you're doing and the energy you bring into the gym. And I know it's not just in crypto.com, but it's just wherever you are, you're making people notice and pay attention. So we thank you for that. We cannot do it without you. We can't attract the best talent here in LA without you all, truly. So you're part of those pieces of the puzzle. Don't forget it. Don't forget about it.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the great. I call it the great Cameron Brink, because she's looking healthy.
Yeah.
She's of course blocking shots, getting deflections, challenging shots. But offensively, I think she's surprising a lot of people. Especially last year, she can knock down the 3-ball here and there. But right now, she's looking very consistent and confident with her 3-point shooting. Can you talk about what you've seen from her offensively and just the confidence that she's playing at?
Well, I love that you're talking about her offense, because we all know, and it's a big part of what got her into this league was her defensive prowess, but she played in a system in college that was a very high IQ system. It was about moving the ball, it was cutting, it was passing. She had to develop a lot of skills. And we drafted her because we also felt the runway ahead of her offensively was long. And we're excited about her development. I think she sees the importance of the 3-ball in this system and the rim. And she is excited about being able to contribute to that and show that part of her game. She feels empowered to really take those shots. And I will say the blessing of the curse, of just the injury is she got to spend a lot of time watching, but she also got a lot of time to work on her shot because, we have an accident over here. Okay. You got a head on a swivel. Okay. But she got a lot of time to work on her shot because there were moments where she wasn't allowed to do cutting and certain kind of jumping, but she could shoot. And I think she really spent a lot of time and invested in that.
And Raegan, I want to talk to you about the sleeper you told us about last year. So we were sitting and eating lunch, and we were talking about Julie Alleman. You asked me and Michael, have we watched film on her? So we sat down and watched film last year. And I don't even think with us watching the film, we truly understood what was happening to us. Can you talk about Julie Alleman's progression since she joined the team here?
Well, Julie was supposed to be with us last season, but she went through, just some heartbreaking injuries herself. And, the chance to wear your country's uniform and be the starting point guard for the Belgian national team in the Olympics, that was in jeopardy with an injury she got actually due to a fan when she was playing in Europe. She busted her tail to recover so she could play for the Olympics. That's why she didn't come and play for us. And then while she was in Paris before the game started, she got another injury that kept her, and she ended up having to go home. So just her endurance is tremendous. And, Lynn and I went over to Turkey and spent time with her in the off season. We kept talking about the vision that we had and how we believed in her. And we believed that her as a starting member for this team was going to be critical. Just the IQ she brings, the pace she can play. Watch how she changes paces. She knows who needs to get the ball in their hands. And it's not always with the obvious one pass. It's the hockey assist. It's those type of things and creating it in transition, cross matches. But how about the defense she's played lately?
Amazing. Lights out.
The defense.
That final steal of the game, those kind of things matter.
I know. I saw our social called her the Belgian burglar, and I loved it. I loved it.
Yo, that's a good nickname.
We're trying to learn some Belgian words so we can call her the point guard.
There we go. Okay.
That would be unique. So we have a player that we gave a cool nickname to. We call her Emergency Contact. That's De'Erica Handy.
No kidding.
You can depend on her. Can you just talk about her leadership and the way that she's been able to not only be that leader on the court, but also off the court? Because she said they like to do things just as much on the court together as they do off the court.
Well, maybe call her Ice because in case of emergency. Right? There you go.
I like that too.
Please return to crypto.comarena.
Yes. But De'Erica, I say it all the time that if you want to know who a player is on the court, just study them off the court.
Sparks fans.
Because there we go. And she's a queen. Look at her. Yes, with her crown.
The kid swag is always so good.
Yes. But study who someone is off the court, and that'll tell you what they do on the court. And De'Erica, one of De'Erica's challenges early in the season. And she and we found a little room. I don't even remember where it was. We found a little room in a locker room, and it was post game. And, we were just talking. I was like, De'Erica, you're not being you. And I don't think she'd mind if I share this because it just shows the heart she has. She's like, I'm just trying to get everybody involved. And I said, who asked you to do that? That your job is to go be her.
Yeah.
And you got to at least look at the rim, baby. Like, go score. And she, I think, went through a period of time where she was Mama D with a capital M and a capital A and a capital M and an A and was taking care of everybody else. And I was like, just go be D. Go be D. And she's done an amazing job of that. But she truly does. She is a mom to this whole group. She's a mom to me. It's my birthday today, and she found a way to celebrate me today. And I think about how she had time to do that because she flew after the game, last game, to go be with Amaya on first day of school, flew back yesterday, got her recovery in, and still found time to think of other people.
That's that mama strength. You know about
yeah,
it.
Well,
you got extra hours in the day with that mama strength. Let's talk about Rakia Jackson.
RJ.
Sophomore season, Rakia is being everybody that we thought she was going to be. Are you at all shocked by any of the fans' reaction or what Rakia has done so far?
No. I mean, I know in tough moments, people want to be mad that we don't have that 26 first right now.
Yep.
But we went and studied Rakia for a week when she was at Tennessee. Watched every practice, every game. She didn't know, but I was watching. She showed up for class, like, you know, peeking, doing a little study on her, and just really believe that she's the truth. Yeah. Rakia Jackson is the truth.
Absolutely.
And that was what led us. I felt like she was going to be available at 4, and that's what led to that decision. And in this build, like, we just felt like we needed to get her. And I thought she paired well with someone like Cameron. It allowed us to kind of focus more on the backcourt and the next steps of development. And I think, you know, what makes Caitlin and Paige so special and what they're doing is they're having success in the backcourt right away.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it takes a minute. It took KP a minute. It took Sue Bird a minute. Most of the times, it takes people in the backcourt a minute. And we knew we were going to need to target veterans in that backcourt growth. And we also knew we had Julie. So, I mean, just Rakia also, she brings the glam. She brings the Detroit element. She brings the Hollywood, all of that. But I don't think enough gets talked about what a great teammate she is. When you see a teammate hit the ground, Rakia doesn't walk to them to pick them up. She sprints to them. She doesn't one hand lift them. She two hands lift them. She points to her passer all the time. Like, she is a great teammate. And she really does. She'll mention it sometimes quietly on her social, but she really does put in a lot of time, even if it's late at night, on building that confidence and seeing that ball go through the net.
Yeah. So shout out to the Sparks legend and great Lisa Leslie. She gave her a great nickname. I'm pretty sure you heard it for Rakia, but the Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Just how does that fit her perfectly? Because of course we know that she's somebody that could be a model, but when she get on that court, she's talking best. She might pick up a technical here and there. Just how has that been able to also rub off on her teammates for them to say, if she going hard like that, we need to match it?
Well, I love that it's not Beauty or the Beast. It's Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Because I think both can exist all of the time.
Yes.
All of the time. And I love that Rakia is, I think, not just that example to young hoopers on what it can look like, from how you play the game and the versatility you need to have, and how to show up as a teammate. But she also shows up in, you know, that branding side and glamming it up. And it's just fun to watch her step into that. And like, that was a bit of the message to her last year was don't defer. Don't wait to become her. You are her, and go be her.
Unleash the beast.
There we go. There you go. But it's been fun to have her.
Final question for me, Raegan. We are on this playoff push. People thought I was crazy. I mean, like,
I see you yelling it and laughing it after every game. Yeah.
But we knew that this would happen. We knew when we got healthy, it was going to happen. So can you talk about how exciting it is to plan for it and for it to actually be happening and know that the work still has to be done, to rally the troops right now and get excited and have the fan base really show up for us?
Well, again, we're pushing to the playoffs this season. That's what we are wanting. That was the plan all along. Win now. But we also are trying to build an organization that can sustain success. So it's not just once every 4 years and then you're back into a rebuild. And fans have everything to do with us being able to do that, because you want players that are coming off of rookie scales. We got the whole league being, you know, unrestricted free agents next year, pretty much. We want them to die to be in LA, not for the sunshine. That's nice too, but for the fans and what it means to be a Spark and know that, like, maybe one day, like CP, you're going to get your jersey retired and that everyone's going to show up and show out for you in that. So yes, we are focused on that. Lynn and I are very aligned in that it's like be where your feet are. That is a hardcore mantra for me. The most important thing is today. It's the liberty. It's taking care of that and trust the process. Those other things will happen if you treat people right, you work really hard, and you make smart decisions.
Thank you. I'm gonna give Michael the last question I got to give for you. I'll be back.
We're here with the Sparks GM Raegan Peely, the birthday girl, here at Emmy Square Pizza here on Fig and 11th LA Live. So I asked this question to Coach earlier at the presser about her character, her personality. She's somebody that's very feisty, right? Yep. But then she's also very calm and collected as well. How do you think that personality and character of hers has rubbed off on this team to where now you see they're going to be tough and play really hard and be dogs on the court, but at the same time, they're always composed, which has allowed them to win some of these late games?
I think you answered your own question. Okay. I do. I think, Coach Roberts does a really good job, I think, she's, almost stoic. And I don't mean just stoic in the look, but I think the mindset, her approach to this game and to life is control what you can control. Okay. And again, be where your feet are, focus on today, do the right things, and just trust that. And even in the course of a game, she's better at it than me sometimes. I'm not a GM that sits in my seat nicely and claps nicely. I'll holla a little bit.
I saw you sitting away in the crowd one day.
Sometimes
I'll holler.
Going crazy right there.
Yeah, I'll get a little loud. But she just stays calm and poised. And I think what I really know and believe is that she is a point guard's head coach. Oh yeah. Because a point guard can't take time in the course of the game and dissect and sift through emotion in order to get the message. And she's just always steady, communicates clearly and calm. You know what she needs and what she wants, and then she's going to go let you take care of what needs to get done. Yeah. But I think the players appreciate that she brings that stoicism with her.
No, yeah, she's been great. You're seeing the best from this team. The fans. If you have a final word for the fans here of LA Sparks Weekly, what would you have to tell them, GM Raegan?
Keep subscribing.
Oh, yes,
you heard it here.
Keep subscribing.
We thank you so much. We gotta do a special thing for her. It is her birthday today, so we're gonna sing you a song. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Come on, Pete. Happy birthday to you. You can join us, folks. Happy birthday, dear Raegan. Happy birthday to you. We got you a pizza.
Oh my goodness. Oh, a pizza. That's perfect. Thank you. Thank you. This is awesome.
And we're hopeful that the Sparks
love it.
Take care of business tonight because
yes, it's a big one. I mean, every game's a big one.
You have a great snack. Shout out to the folks at Emmy Square Pizza for hooking us up with the pizza. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you at the game.
Yeah, we're gonna come in there and show you some love. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, you want to get a quick picture,
let's take this picture before you get out.
All you people on the live stream, just wait.
Yeah.
Where am I looking? This way? Yeah. Great job. Well done, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know. Thank you. On your birthday.
On your birthday. We feel so special.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, everybody who's watching the live stream, the Sparks game is almost tipping off. It is 6:05 p.m. We are standing outside of the crypto.comarena in LA Live at Emmy Square Pizza.
In
Nation, it did not go how we expected
at all
tonight. Before the game, we had our pregame tailgate.
We was
there
lit.
at Emmy Square Pizza, lit, having a good time. Like, hey, we think they can take care of business tonight. But the New York Liberty had different plans, and they showed up.
Yep.
And they showed out.
Yep.
Michael Matthew, DJ Treacy Trees with LA Sparks Weekly. We just watched the Sparks fall 105-97 to the defending champions. And tonight, they showed why they are defending champions. The Sparks just couldn't stop them.
Yeah.
The Sparks could get offense, it felt like, whenever they truly needed,
Yep.
even though they were missing shots.
They got good offense.
They were 9 for 31 from 3. It was tough, but you scored 97 points. If you would have told me before the game, hey, Sparks going to have 97, they won by 15, 20 points,
Easy.
But they couldn't stop the Liberty, and it hurt.
Yeah.
And, DJ, what's your thoughts on what we saw?
This is why I'll never feel bad for New York Liberty when they lose, or like the Minnesota Lynx or nothing when you lose. Because even on your worst day, you got people I ain't never seen before. I watch all the WNBA games, okay?
Man.
I got the app, I got the Spectrum, I got the YouTube TV. I ain't never seen them girls ball like that. That Emma Meesseman,
Meesseman was
they just
going
pick her up in the
crazy.
middle of the season. How you casually pick up Jokic?
Man.
You feel me?
Sheesh.
Like, it is just,
That's
it
a
was
ball.
absolutely crazy. But, Sparks fans, don't you fret. I'm telling you, we are in a good position. Sometimes we're wrong. This is just how it goes. This is the highs and lows of being a fan.
Yeah.
We thought for sure this was an easy one for us to pick up, but the New York Liberty came and we're swinging back. They really got us from the three-point line.
Yeah,
That's
it
really
was
what
just
happened.
one of those games, right? They
Yeah.
were 14 for 28 from 3. They were knocking them
Knocking them
down.
down. It wasn't even
doing their
Sabrina
thing.
Nescu. We thought it was
it
gonna
wasn't
be her.
Sabrina. Yeah, it was the others that were making some big-time shots.
Mm-hmm.
And for the Sparks, like I said earlier, 9 for 31 from 3, a lot of times that leads to a defeat. But when a team shoots 55.9% from the field,
Yeah.
50% from 3, a lot of times you're not going to win that game.
I mean, and the Sparks really seemed like they were feeling that. They were
Yeah.
giving it they all to try to come back and get some of those stops. But when every single shot is met with
Yeah.
another shot, and then you put in the subs and nobody getting tired,
Yeah.
everybody is just continuing to shoot.
We were waiting for that 8-0, 10-0 run.
yeah.
It couldn't
We
happen
called it.
because they couldn't get the stops.
Yeah.
My only question is for Coach Lynn Roberts, why there wasn't any change of the plan of attack, right? Because it was a lot of, they would set a big would set a screen and just dive to the rim, and because the Sparks was switching every time, now you have Meesseman match up against KP, against Julie Alamine, against Julie Van Loo, to where she's gonna dominate. Jonquel Jones, who went crazy tonight, 20 and 11. When she's doing it against small guards, I expect her to do exactly that. So I was a little disappointed that we didn't see a change of attack. They threw a zone at the Sparks that kind of affected them a slight bit. Why didn't the Sparks throw a zone out there to force them to shoot more outside threes? It was a little confusing with that.
I think to answer your question is we weren't having a great defensive night in general. So you talking about switching things up. The first plan wasn't working. Plan A wasn't working. We don't know if plan B was going to work. Also, Julie Alamine has been doing a great job at keeping the game pace.
Yeah.
Making sure the ball gets to the right hands. We only had 7 turnovers today, but I just wonder what life would have been like if we saw more of Julie Alamine getting the ball to the right places at the right time.
Or more of Cameron Brink, who only played 4 minutes in this game. She went out. Coach said it was an ankle injury. There was no update. You're going to hear from the presser. But her being out really hurt because they didn't have that shot blocker, the size they needed. But I know plan A didn't work.
Yeah.
But just like guys who had too fun of a Saturday night with a certain someone,
Hey,
plan B can always work as well. So that's why I expected them to try something different, maybe a zone, maybe telling their players, hey, fight through the screen, stay with your man. If they're gonna beat us, making 20, 23 threes, hey, we're gonna take it. But the fact that they were getting so many points in the paint, right, with their bigs, I wasn't a fan of it. They got 65 points from their front court. That's crazy.
I get that's insane numbers, but also, I don't get fined by the refs. They're trash. Everybody here was talking about it. It affects the fan experience. When you're looking at a replay and you say there's a foul and the girl didn't even touch her. You caught in 4K lacking. And nobody overturned it. There was no how do you as a fan fight through your emotions of my team should have got that
and not
stop?
even one of the refs not even communicating with Coach Lynn Roberts, what Maybe she's from New York. That's
I
all
don't
I
know.
was
She
thinking
like maybe
about.
speak a different language. She just didn't want to talk.
Maybe
like,
she's from New York, man.
It's just frustrating. So that adds to it from a fan experience. I know Coach Lynn doesn't want to talk about the refs, of course, and doesn't want to use that as an excuse to hang her hat on. But that was a big game, and you hear the.
Hey, so you hear the happy birthday, hopefully in the background, for somebody. But it ain't for the Sparks. So
I thought this was for
we
Raegan.
gonna stall them out. But hey, let's take you to the post-game presser. We had Kelsey Plum, De'Erica Hamby, and as always, Coach Lynn Roberts.
DJ.
Hey, DJ Infinity TV. This question is equally for you, Coach Lynn, as well as UKP. We talked about Julie Allemond in the last press conference and how big of a deal it was for her to rally around the team and the team's successfulness. It looked like it was hard for Julie to get going today. Can you talk about that and the performance overall?
From the team?
From the team, yeah.
I have not spoken with Julie, so I don't know how to answer that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just felt like we were missing a little oomph today. Defensively we were not great. Giving up 105, we still scored 97. I just heard De'Erica's top 10 in sparks and scoring, which is awesome. That's big time. I don't know. We just were a little bit off, I felt. But we still scored almost 100 and did some good things. But just, and you have to give credit to New York. I thought they did a good job. Their zone kind of slowed us down a little bit. Yeah.
Coach, we saw Cameron get her ankle taped before halftime. Is there any update you can provide on her?
Yeah, not really. I have not talked to the medical team yet, but she tweaked her ankle. She's still on a minutes restriction. So the decision was made not to put her back in.
Ray.
Hey, Coach. What kind of problems that Emma Meesseman gave out there? Like, she was really, killing you guys inside.
I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
What kind of problems did Emma Meesseman provide out there?
She's one of the best players in the world. So there's a lot of problems one of the best players in the world can bring you. She's got, great hands, I thought she came out really passing the ball well. She's just good. She's so smart, skilled, big. She changes their team. They played really well.
Anyone else in the room?
KP, question for you. It seemed like you guys were able to get some of the shots that you wanted to out of the zone. So did tonight come down to just not making shots, or were there some things that kind of threw you guys off offensively?
I think it came down to them scoring 105 points. 97 is a lot of points.
46%.
Yeah, so, I think in the past, the zone maybe has slowed us down a little bit. I thought tonight we actually did a really good job for the most part, but yeah, getting stops.
Coach, I'm not looking to get you in trouble here with the league, but you were pretty vocal with the referees tonight a couple times, being pretty demonstrative. On a night like tonight, when your team's struggling defensively, and you are kind of going at the referees a little bit, can frustration seep in overall on a night like tonight?
It was just one official that I was having some conversations with. I don't know. I don't want to coach frustrated. I was not frustrated with our team. I was not bringing that on to them, I don't think. I was frustrated we couldn't get stops, but it wasn't directed at anybody. But yeah, I would appreciate being communicated to from an official, so that nothing will piss a coach off more than not being communicated to.
Coach, when Brink came out, I think you put Marker into the game and kind of early there. What was the thought process on bringing her in that moment?
I think she's been working her ass off, and we believe in her, and this has been a grueling stretch the last 8-10 days. I don't know what day it is today, but it's been, the back-to-back and the travel and all the things, and I'm proud of our team, but it's been hard, and so trying to sneak KP some rest where we can, and that was what I think she's earned the right to be out there.
Sophia.
Hi, I'm Sophia from the Highlander. This is for Derica or Kelsey. I just want to know, you guys are both, very seasoned players, so going forward from a really close loss like that against your next game against the Wings, kind of what's the mentality and what are you guys hoping to do?
Just continue the momentum we've had the last 12 games, one game shouldn't break us. Like I said, we did a lot of things well and we didn't play our best basketball, but we got 3 really important games coming up that we need and should win and go from there.
Let's go to Zoom. Brad Lake.
Yes, I like these. Brad Lake from W. Swish. Can you think about the things that you guys did well tonight? You had 15 fast break points, led in points in the paint, 50 to 40. How well are you guys attacking under the paint, and what's that execution going to be like going forward?
I'm not sure if I understand your question, but we had, we just didn't play well defensively. I think offensively, we know who we are, we know what we're good at, we know what gets us away from that. But when we play with pace, I think and we share the ball and it moves, we're tough to beat. And, we had 23 assists and only 7 turnovers. But, New York shot 56% and had 14 threes. It's tough to beat a team when they shoot like that. And, shooting percentage is a direct correlation of shot quality, which means they were getting great shots. And so we've got to do a better job defensively. Our staff knows that, the players know that. There's not a lot of time to teach and practice. And when I say there's not a lot, there's none. So it's film, but these guys are pros and they understand, and I have not lost an ounce of faith or confidence in them. Just a tough night for us tonight, but this is that part of the season, and again, you got to give New York credit. They came to play, they made shots, they played well, and so they beat us. And so the only thing we can do is get up and re-attack, and we play at Dallas on whatever day, Friday, and hopefully we play better defensively on Friday.
Last question on Zoom, Rafiq.
This is Rafiq with the But That Sports Talk. But the way that Plumbing, Pregame, and played tonight, how will that help in the next game against the Dallas Wings?
With the way who played, I'm sorry?
Kelsey Plumbing, Derek Hamby, with the way they played tonight, how will that help in the next game against the Dallas Wings?
Yeah, well, these guys are they're the leaders of the group, and they've, Derica's top 10. I think KP's 3rd in the league in assists, and I don't know how many she's averaging, but it's a lot. It's got to be top 10. What is it? 8. These are 2 of the best players in the league. And so for me, I don't worry about these 2. And I trust that they'll lead the way and show up the way all-stars show up. And that's what it's going to take. And we've had a good run, but we're not done. New York won the championship last year. We cannot lose perspective. We beat them there, and I'm sure that was fresh on their minds. They played better than us, but I don't have any doubt in these 2 next to me that they're going to be ready to, shoot nails come the next game. And that's what leadership is, and that's what being one of the best players, that's the responsibility that comes with it.
Thank you.
Appreciate the insight. Good luck.
Yep, thank you. Thanks all.
Thank you. So we're back. We just heard from KP. We heard from Coach. We heard from Derica Hamby. Shout out to Derica.
Mama
now
D.
She is top 10 in all-time scoring for the Los Angeles Sparks. Emergency contact. She went to work today. If you want to look at positives, she had 21 and 8, 3 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. Doing what she do, stuff in the stat sheet. So shout out to
Also
her.
giving that energy. You know,
Yeah.
De'Erica
Oh, yeah.
play a straight 40.
Man.
Not look like she tired. She took them braids out of her head today.
Oh, yeah.
Every black
You
woman
knew
in the
what was
world
about
know,
to happen.
hey, you got the braids out in the headband. My hair appointment tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm about business today.
Yep.
So I love
Good
that
thing.
Mama D is doing her thing for the Sparks franchise in just 3 years.
Yeah.
3 short years to be top in the franchise just goes to show how consistent she is.
Yeah.
It's crazy that the media is just now picking up on this consistency we've been talking
yeah.
about. I've been seeing some posts on ESPN and everything talking about De'Erica and her last 200 games.
Yeah.
We've been here. We've been here. It's crazy. So big shouts out to Mama D. She deserves it.
We call her emergency contact. What was that nickname that coach gave her? Icy high.
Icy high.
Icy
yeah.
high. Because right when you need her, she's ready to help you. So shout out to De'Erica doing her thing.
One more shout out. Azarae Stevens just hit top in franchise for 3-pointers.
Man,
so
top
man,
10,
that shot always.
She's in the top 10 for that. What was she in there recently for rebounds?
Her and KP together for duos.
Yeah, like
Azarae all over the
It's some
stat
great
sheet.
things happening, but you know it's about the loss, and you know they did some great things offensively, but like KP said in the presser, it's all about defense. Like some shots that we probably could have made. You know what I'm saying? That the zone kind of slowed us up just a slight bit.
Yeah.
But we can't allow 105 points.
Yeah, that was the answer. They said, well, listen, what happened? 105 points.
105 points, and that was the story of the game. If you don't get stops, you don't win games. So very simple. You heard from the star duo, and you heard from Coach. They told you the story of this game. So we got to get out of here. But before we leave, we got to give you a player game. I know it's a tough loss, but we still got to do. Who you got for your player of the game?
I think I said Azarae before the game, ain't it? I'm changing it to De'Erica.
Okay.
And you know what? I shouldn't change it because Azarae got top 3 in franchises. In the franchise for 3-pointers. Yeah. But I'm going to just give it to De'Erica because of consistency. Like, I can't consistently jump over her because she consistently shows up to play the game for us. Man. So De'Erica Hamby has been doing her thing. I've given her all the jokes, all the love. She's friend of the show. She also like our stuff on social media. So De'Erica Hamby, man.
The last game I was at, when I mentioned it to her, she looked kind of confused. So I'm going to have to explain that to her exactly why. So she'll be like, oh, that makes sense.
We need to get some T-shirts. Yeah. Hey, Infinity about to get some T-shirts. It's going to say De'Erica Hamby, emergency contact.
And it's going to be the emergency contact card. Yep. And it's going to say her name.
And then it's going to say, if lost, return to crypto.comarena.
Yeah.
Because she's going to be right here on this floor.
Make sure that she worked. For me, I'm going to go with, I thought Rakia was going to have a bigger game, even though she finished with 16 and 7. Yeah. But she had a tough day from 3, 2 for 10. Yeah. But KP, 26 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. She did her part. Like, she was getting to her spots and things like that. But as great as this team is offensively, their issues occur with their defense, with their guards. Julie Von Loo, Alaman, and then KP. They're not the greatest of defenders. So they can go get points and push the pace and control the pace, but they don't get stops. But
even though Julie Alaman has some timely steals.
No,
She's been doing her thing
she makes
defensively.
Some plays, but sometimes against somebody like Natasha, she can get wherever she wants to against them.
And now we got a Rike next game.
Man.
So how you going to do that? And
so,
Paige,
let's see.
Guard versus guard.
We know that they can score. Can you get stops? That's going to be the story for this Sparks season the rest of the way. We know you can score, but can you get the stops when needed? And that's what it's going to be. From Michael Matthew, DJ Tracy Treese here with LA Sparks Weekly. We are going to be in studio Friday as the Sparks face off at the Dallas Wings in another must-win game. So we see you guys then, baby.